I'm going to do a terrific show today because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
Hey everyone, it's Chris, the original RC Plane Crash Test Dummy, and today I'd like to show you my crude hot wire cutter that I just finished up here. Well, it's not finished, but it's to the point where it works, and now I just have to clean up the wiring and stuff like that. But in one of my last videos, you saw my crude hand hot wire cutter. That does work. I mean, it works to a point. It's not real fast or anything. It just runs on 4 Ds. I mean, once the Ds wore out, I had to rip this whole thing apart and put new batteries in it, which kind of sucks. But it does work. So I wanted something where I could actually, if I wanted to, put an airfoil in the foam instead of like doing a KF airfoil. If I wanted to actually put a tapered full airfoil in a wing without having to sit there and sand and shape the entire thing, I wanted something that was adjustable, that could do a wide wing and numerous other tasks, other foam cutting tasks. So this is my little crude version. It's nice flat wood base, PVC tubing. Now these pieces right here are actually to connect two PVC pipes, so it's got a stopper in the center. So what I did, I just used a Dremel tool with a little grinding bit on here, and I just worked that lip off, so I'm able to, I'll show you, unscrew that. Now I'm able to raise and lower both sides. So I can make it flat. I gotta put some numbers on here: 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, so on and so forth. So I don't have to keep getting out a ruler. And right now, if I have these directly straight across from each other straight, the wire is very flexible. It flops around. So to tighten it up, you can just turn it. Tightens up really good, but once the heat hits the wire, it loosens up again. So I just turn it some more, get it nice and tight. So I just want to show you what this thing can do. I've got it on a dimmer switch also. And one thing, I saw a video on YouTube. Somebody said to use, when doing something like this, a switching adapter, 12 volt, 1 amp. Actually 1.25 amp is what they were using. I only could find a 1 amp in my house without having to go out and buy anything. So it heated up, but just not enough. It barely cut through any styrofoam. So then I found a Hewlett-Packard power supply that went to something, I don't know, whatever it went to is gone, long gone now, but I did keep the power supply. This power supply is 65 watts. It has an output of 18.5 volts and 3.5 amps. Now, being that it had more amps than the 125 that the guy suggested, I went ahead and slapped a dimmer switch on it so I could have variable power. And it works really well, and I will show you on a very long piece. Let me adjust this here. Bring that side all the way down, almost all the way down to the wood. And this side's up. Probably, well, let's see. We're looking at 1 inch exactly. So I will plug it in. Make sure my dimmer's off. Okay, it is plugged in. Dimmer switch is on. The wire relaxes because of the heat applied. So then turn this, tighten that up. Nah, I want it tighter. It's almost like tuning a guitar. That seems pretty good. So now I can take this really long piece, 1-inch thick foam. I got a taper on the wire. It goes down to about 1/8 of an inch. From 1 inch down to 1/8. So, just run this right through. And you can see how fast this cuts. So long as you keep a nice smooth motion, you're going to get a nice smooth cut. Voila! I don't know if you can see how smooth that is. A couple of ripples in there, but nevertheless, check that taper out. That's a start. That's the start of a wing right here. And then, if you wanted to, you level these puppies out. Say we'll go. Let's go about 1/2 an inch here. Go about 1/2 an inch. See, and this is why I want to put numbers on here. Okay, 1/2 an inch. Bring this down to 1/2 an inch. Tighten it up. Probably gonna have to get some extra wire just in case this thing snaps at one point. So then, you know, you got the basic shape of the wing. You want to start your airfoil without a whole lot of sanding involved. You just drag this across here. Cuts right through. You know, and that's the start of your airfoil there. Now you have less sanding. That's pretty darn slick if you ask me. Nice and smooth. You know, and it does, you know, that's quite a distance here without losing a whole lot of heat. And it can go really thin. I did some 1/4 inch fan fold. Got your fan fold. I did super thin. See that. So yeah. Alright, that's it. I'm going to clean this wiring up and get it permanently, everything permanently mounted. Alright? Thanks for watching. Later. Fly fast, crash hard.